Hello and welcome. You are watching D&D, which is just another word for dynamite. I am your DM, Efka, and of course, DM stands for Dynamite Master. Today, I have with me 4 explosive guests. Kaboom number 1.
Elaine.
Kaboom number 2.
Emma.
Kaboom number 3.
Is that me? I'm Paul. I'm number 3.
And there he goes.
I guess that's me. That's me, Ross.
That was a disaster. I might leave. Ross, that was really bad.
I'm sorry. Should keep a straight face. Yes, I'm here.
Thank you all for persevering through that. Hey, it took me a lot of time to write this introduction, which I probably shouldn't have said out loud.
Thank you, Mr. Dynamite.
No,
it's
didn't.
appreciated.
You literally said it like
No, it didn't.
an hour ago, and you were like, "Oh, I'm going to use that."
Great, giving away all my
the name
secrets.
Mr. Dynamite. I don't like it. It's weird.
Dynamite Master. What's wrong with that?
It's like a kind of 80s kids rapper who just raps at kids' parties, but that's it.
Educational rap. Educational.
About
Mr. Dynamite.
about the perils of dynamite.
Yeah,
Don't. If you see any dynamite in the field, kids, don't touch it. Cool.
When you see a red stick, I tell you, don't light. Yeah, Mr. Dynamite. Yeah.
Well, you know, I you might have not heard this, but I grew up in the Soviet Union.
What?
And
This is new information.
You were the dynamite
Nobody
master.
knew this.
And we had a lot of like bunkers and stuff like that had been abandoned after World War II. So would have actually been useful information growing up.
Mr. Dynamite.
That's
Well,
actually
you
fair.
survived.
I have. Some of my friends had accidents.
What, with dynamite?
Well,
Wow.
with explosives, like legitimately.
Oh wow.
This has gone dark. Let's talk about something better. It's Emma's birthday.
Hooray! Happy birthday, Emma.
Happy birthday, Emma. I will give you 5,000 XP.
Awesome.
No, I won't. No, I won't. I'm sorry.
No.
Yeah.
That will
Bummer.
skew the level of the party.
I know. The Dynamite Master giveth, and the Dynamite Master taketh away.
You blew up my dreams.
I know. Talking about giveth,
Boom.
I want to shout out some donations from Mark Taylor, from Wolf Rodiger, who donated very generously, and also returning donors, Sam Ryan and Brock Wager. Thank you so very much. All your donations help keep the show going and help us make sure that, apologies, my computer has gone awry.
Are you reading this out off your computer?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
I wanted to make sure I get this right, and there we go. Your donations help the ship keep going, sail, and also make sure that our guests are reimbursed for the time and efforts making this warm and fuzzy feeling inside of your heart right now. So
Like dynamite.
yeah,
Wow.
Gosh, everything circles back to dynamite. Doesn't
it just works.
It's like
doesn't
6 degrees of dynamite separation.
Oh dear. I mean, that's probably. There's a lot of degrees of separation with dynamite, I guess, isn't there?
Eventually. Boom.
Also, thank you for everyone who subscribes and shares. All of that stuff also goes directly to our cast. So,
And thank you to everybody in the chat. That also goes directly to the cast.
yeah, every single message, everything. We sit them down after the show. We read everything out.
Yeah, they send us like a big package of like printed out copies of the chat, and then we can read it and we can frame it and keep it as a memento of our.
I'm not
wallpaper.
allowed to go to sleep until I've read
Yeah.
memory each message and committed it to memory.
Highlighted
A 1,000
the
word
relevant bits.
essay on what you thought is required from now on. By the way, about
And
what
what
happened in
did-
chat.
Yeah.
But seriously, we don't respond to chat whilst we're playing Dungeons and Dragons because obviously that would disrupt the flow of the show. But we do keep an eye on it, and we are entertained by it. So thank you very much for keeping it active.
I will not respond to any birthday messages now anymore, but thank you if you send one. I will read it and I will appreciate it.
Talking of
Sorry.
warm, fuzzy feelings and dynamite, shall we circle back to previously on Waterdeep Dragon Heist? Our companions have been viciously attacked by famed adventurer Maloon War Dragon. After a battle that proved nearly fatal, they were apprehended by the City Watch, taken to the custody of Blackstaff, also known as Vajra Safar, And it was through her they learned that Maloon's identity was supplanted by something called an intellect devourer. Blackstaff asked you to assist her in collecting information from a monk called Hlam, which, as we all know, went swimmingly. You climbed Mount Waterdeep, and after that arduous climb, you managed to anger the monk, but did copy some information from his largely ineligible diary, which obviously you weren't allowed to do, but you did it anyway. So,
Illegible, not ineligible. That's like he can't get a date.
What did I say?
You said ineligible.
Oh no. Oh no.
Well, maybe the diary shows that.
Yeah,
We couldn't read it except for
Hey Elaine,
Swin.
do you remember English is a second language? Do you remember that?
Yeah, I did.
Oh god.
Yes.
Okay. I see how this is going.
Actually, no, it's his third. So,
That's true. It is. It is.
Russian.
Yeah. I learned Russian before English, so it counts as my third language.
I'm sorry. Efka knows by now that I'm not laughing at the error. I'm laughing at the idea of the diary not being able to get a date.
Yeah.
Also, as your husband, I think you're well entitled to laugh at him as often as you want.
Well.
That's the beauty of a relationship. You can enjoy each other's company and make fun of each other.
Well, thank you, marriage expert Ross.
As a man who's never been married, that's exactly how it goes, right?
Exactly.
How am I not married? It's a mystery.
It is a mystery. If you know why, send your
Answers on a postcard. Answers on a postcard.
Could they fax them?
@gmail.com.
Could they fax them
fax
in?
them.
Increasingly
Yes.
a hermit.
I had to give out.
Hotmail.com.
If you get a reply
Hotmail.
from rossnotmarried@gmail.com, we are not responsible for that reply.
I had to give out a fax number the other day. That was weird.
Amazing.
Wait a minute. You had
was-
to.
It was
Was this a kind of
because-
like it was like a hostage situation?
Well, yeah. You know what? Yeah, because I'm on I've got 3 different prescription drugs that I'm on right now, which are playing a bit of havoc with me. And one of them ran out, and you're supposed to call a number to renew it automatically here in BC. And someone was like, "Oh, you got to provide the fax number for the chemist, so that they don't call them, they auto fax it or something, so the chemist gets my prescription refilled."
Quick question, Paul. I live in England. What year is it in Vancouver?
Well, he just said it's BC. In
Oh,
in
yeah.
Vancouver.
Vancouver, BC, right? Yeah, there we go.
So we don't have Christianity here yet. We've still got like Mesopotamian religions.
That's awesome.
Sick burn on the Sumerians. But let's get back to...
Sorry if that's too soon, Sumerians out there watching.
Yeah. Well, the joke is that, Mesopotamia is counted as the first civilization, but Sumer was obviously before Mesopotamia. So, why... They didn't get counted as a civilization, so Sumer...
Why not?
So, I ask historians why they
I
decided
see.
that Mesopotamia is the first civilization. And,
Was it to do with written language?
Probably, yeah, probably. I'm not
I'm
a
actually
historian.
going to Google this.
Yeah, fantastic. Whilst you're Googling...
Now's maybe not the time, Paul.
No, I'm just going to have it in a tab so I can look at it later.
Before this descends into utter chaos, let's talk about what happened when you descended Mount Waterdeep, which is where you decided to pursue your previous quest. My dog is playing with my headphones cable.
Great quest.
And after a battle with a strange spider creature in a cavern that you found in the City Watch basement, you managed to secure the requisitioned goods you're supposed to take to a merchant in an alley in Dockward behind Sale Street. And that is where we land right now, which is the Dockward of Waterdeep, the very furthest southeastern end by the city gate. By the City Watch local headquarters. However, you need to make it all the way across the dock ward and deliver this cart of goods to a merchant into a dark alley.
Where's the merchant at?
So the merchant, you've been given an address. It's an alley behind Sale Street, which is all the way on the other end of the dock ward.
Still in Dock Ward. Okay.
Yeah, still in dock ward, but yeah, I mean, you're traveling pretty much half the city across. So yeah, what are you going to do?
Well, between all of us, like, there's enough physical strength here that we could, like, move this thing, right? This is just a case of...
Yeah.
doing a bit
Oh, yeah.
of
No, yeah. You wouldn't be...
hard graft.
Yeah, you wouldn't be incapable of moving it. I mean, probably, Rogan on his own, even, if he tried very hard, he could push it quite a significant distance. But with four of you, you should be...
What do you mean Rogan on his own?
Well,
What about the rest of us on our own?
I'm half orc. I'm strong.
Marche's pretty strong. And Gina's pretty strong.
I'm not saying
strong.
you're not. I'm just saying that Rogan's stronger.
It's not a competition.
If Marche has something to prove and wants to push the cart, or
I'm all right.
I bet
He's all
Marche
right.
could...
He's all right.
Marche could make, like, a cart-pushing potion.
Make a cart push
Or
itself.
make a horse potion.
I'm
turn
not
into
sure
a
Moshe
horse?
has that power yet.
Is that
could-
a potion for a horse, or a potion that makes a horse, or that makes you into a horse, or...
I think
guess
it's just one. It's really bad for your throat. So you just.
makes.
It's just. Yeah. It's just. No.
I mean, between four of us, we should be able to move this thing. I don't know.
Okay. I'm going to assume that you're grabbing the cart together and pushing or pulling and dragging it.
I think that Rogan may be like, all right, everyone, I'll take the first leg. If someone else doesn't mind giving me a bit of a hand, and I'll, start moving this cart along with the paintings in silver.
Aris will do some pushing. We haven't looked inside, have we? Like, this is what we think it is, but have we actually looked inside and checked?
Could do a little perception check on it, maybe, or something like that.
Can't we
You
just
could
lift-
absolutely have a look inside. It's
Okay.
sealed. It's a bunch of crates sealed with nails. You could pry it open if you wanted it to, but it would be visible that it was pried open. I mean,
Or
you
maybe
could-
not then.
I mean, it depends on how much time you want to spend doing this as well. You could bolt the nails back in, not bolt, hammer.
I don't want to get in any trouble with these people.
Same.
We've been in enough trouble. We are very, wounded and anything. We should just get this thing where it needs to go and go to sleep.
Fantastic.
I actually think Gina is correct, and that is a sensible delivery philosophy.
The dynamite delivery. I'm sorry. I am completely in a horrible mindset.
Yeah, it's fine. It's I think you're on the money. I think that's the attitude we should have. Is I just wanted to make sure we weren't being conned or anything, but I'm sure we're not. I'm sure it's fine.
I think the person that gave us the Mr. Mudlan, right? He was talking about forms, so I think he could be. I trust him. I don't
You
know what
reckon he's
happened with.
legit?
I don't know what happened with the crates behind the scenes.
Yeah.
But at least
Well,
we can just say we picked it up. We did a job,
Seems
so we
very
could
serious.
take it.
Yeah. No,
If
you're right.
Mr. What's his name, Devil Star Song is like, this is not my delivery. I'm gonna say, well, too bad. This is what we got. Fix it, and I'm off.
Yeah, we
So
did our bit.
while we're walking along,
I'm pushing. If you're pulling, I will push.
yeah,
you.
can we keep our eyes open for anything suspicious looking?
yeah, of course.
Have we seen anything suspicious looking as of yet? Is that something we can check?
No,
already, or-
you haven't. You spend about a good 10 minutes traveling down the dock ward, and it's a familiar sight. You've been here before. All the street lamps are shattered, and there's not a lot of illumination, and nary a soul passes through. From time to time, some city watch officers walk by, but when I say from time to time, I mean you saw a shadow of one once somewhere in the distance and went, oh, this city watch, that's peculiar. We don't see them around this area. And things kind of proceed like that. You hear smashing of some glass somewhere away, or a loud thud. But for a while, you're traveling uninterrupted. That is until you hear from a back alley somewhere to the right of you cries for help! Help! I'm being mugged! Help!
No.
Help!
No. No
Are you
need.
continuing or?
Yeah, ignore him.
So just to kind of, it's a trap, right? Like I'm not from the city, but this is a trap, right? That's how traps work, isn't it?
I feel like there's
one of us want to check it out. If they don't come back in, like
that's a great
that's
idea,
the worst
Gina.
idea.
It's a great
That's the
idea,
worst
Gina.
idea.
Are you volunteering?
No, I'm not.
I mean, I could go check.
Can we
Look,
peek
it's
around
fine.
the corner? Just
I'm good at peeking
sneak.
around corners. I will.
Yeah.
We do have an official sneaky man with us. Maybe
I
the
will
sneaky
do
man can.
If I die because of the worst, cheesiest trap ever, I'm going to be so angry.
Okay. Are you making a stealth roll?
I'm making the best stealth roll ever. Watch this. Whoops.
We get advantage because it's my birthday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, I should have
I don't
asked
need
it at a better
advantage.
time, but
You don't need advantage. Go on, what'd you get?
That is a natural 20, which would make 27.
What?
me
That-
asking it was
Right.
already enough to get
Okay.
you.
Okay, Paul, listen to this, right? You tippy toe up next to a building that's behind that building. There's an entrance to that alleyway where you heard the screams from. And then in a brief instant, you jump, whoosh, another jump, from balcony to balcony to balcony.
Wow.
Suddenly you're on the roof, and not a sound was made.
Balconies.
Right? And then, of course, there's like slats on the roof or whatever, and they're all crickety crackety, and it's like you're one with the slats,
Bibbidi bobbidi.
Every toe you put down, there's not an inch of sound. It's just, silent Aris. Perfectly like the wind, and
The wind is quite noisy.
When it's
sometimes.
What?
not blowing.
no, but he's that's the power of being one with the wind. You join in with the noise,
see.
right? You can't even be
Oh,
heard, right? You blend in, and then you see 6 Kenkus waiting in ambush with short swords and bows.
Yeah. The little
Right.
bird boys.
And they do mimicry, don't they?
Yeah, they do. They do, absolutely.
I'm super glad that I found this.
Stealth boy.
I will stealth back to everyone else and just be like,
We're going.
I love how our instinct was spot on. Just let's keep going.
yeah, we've got that cynical already that something goes wrong. We're like, nope.
Anyone
Right.
says help, you're like, it's a trap.
Yeah.
Okay.
God, how grim.
All right, Rogan's going to continue to pull along the what is this, a wagon or something that we've got all the stuff in?
It's a cart. It's a cart. It's a cart.
Hang
Yeah.
cart. Right,
Yeah,
like a
yeah,
hang
yeah, yeah,
cart,
exactly.
right.
Yeah. You've got like you holding it by the handles, You could have 2 people pulling it from the sides or one in the middle, and it's got one wheel, behind it, and it's got this sort of square space on top of it where a bunch of crates are loaded up, right? That's it, really.
I think we should probably get a move on, considering what Aris has just told us. Let's
Phew.
I wanna
get moving,
keep an
get this
eye on the
delivery
back.
done.
That's
Yeah,
right.
let's be speedy, people.
Yeah, Emma, give me Gina, give me a perception check.
That's 9.
That's 9. Well, it's dark,
9.
and all the light bulbs have been smashed, so it's hard to see.
Rogan can see, because of his dark vision, he can see like it's daylight for him.
All right, you
don't
give
know.
me, but you're not looking back. You're pulling the cart.
Yeah, you're
Right?
looking forward.
That's
You-
true. That is true.
You can give me a perception check to say that you're keeping an eye ahead of you, right? And
Sure.
that's a legit thing.
I'll have a look where I'm walking and see if I can see anything. That is 17 ahead.
Hey, you're not just pulling the cart. You're also got like keen eyes and everything. I would have given you disadvantage because you're pulling the cart, but because you've got dark vision, that's definitely helpful. So evens it out.
Did I see anything?
You for the rest of the way, you don't spot any danger, and just as well because it's it's a safe.
Behind me.
Well, behind you, you're pulling the cart ahead of you.
I don't know.
Yeah, you don't know, but ahead of you, everything seems fine. You're pulling the cart in confidence, and eventually you get everyone towards your destination. The alley is just in front of you. There's like a clump of buildings, surrounding that alley. So you could approach it from any kind of way you want because you suspect there's multiple entrances into that alley. It's quite big. What do you want to do?
Peek around the corner again.
Aris, do you want to scope it out? Have a look.
We'll scope it out. Do I have to make another roll? I did so well last time.
You do. This was
14, which is good.
Oh, I thought you were going to say 1
14.
because you were like...
Well, I rolled a 7, but like Aris's stealth is very good. It is like clearly his thing. So it's 7 plus 7 is 14, which I think is pretty good.
I think that's pretty
fast
decent.
still.
Yeah.
Fast
Okay.
enough.
So you don't manage to get quite as good a look at the entire situation, right? But all you notice is 2 bored humanoid figures. You can't quite tell in the dark who or what they are, but they're just sort of sitting on the ground. One's kicking a stone, the other's just throwing a stone between his feet, because he's sort of spread out and he just throws a stone and picks it up and throws a stone. And one seems to be a tiefling because you can see the horns, right? As far as you can tell. That's all. There's something strangely familiar though about the way the other one is dressed, and you can't quite place it.
Interesting, although that looks a heck of a lot less like an ambush.
Yes.
I don't feel quite so bad about that. I'll head back to everyone else and say there's a couple of folks around the corner just hanging out, guarding. I mean, my immediate thought is they're very bored guards on a night shift.
Can I ask, does Aris describe what they look like?
Yeah.
Do I remember his description?
No, it doesn't really
something?
ring a bell. Yeah.
Well, let's just deliver this thing and get it over with.
All right.
Sure.
You
Sounds
push
good
the
to me.
cart in, and you all see these 2 same people who are sitting there bored. And once they spot the cart being pushed, they get up in excitement. One of them says, "Finally! I've been waiting for this for so long. I thought you would never turn up." And then he looks at one of you and says, "Aris, my boy, is that you?" And you realize that you are talking to your former employer, who goes by the name of Merrick. And he's just as surprised to see you as you are surprised to see him. What do you do?
Oh dear.
Constantine. You shouldn't have. Sorry.
Yeah, it is. Hi. Yes, it is. I'm working with these people and also some of the Varna and some of the people in charge of Waterdeep to deliver an important package. So we're on a bit of a tight schedule. So we've got to drop this and go and do other things. that
Aris,
you do.
my boy, if you had any idea how much money I'm negotiating for these stupid paintings, you'll be over the moon. We must get together and reminisce. Tell me all about where you've been, what you've done. Where do you live now? What's your address?
I'm between homes.
No, don't you live in? You live in?
And I'm very ill. I'm renting, and you don't want to come around because like I'm ill, and you could get ill if you came around, and nobody wants to be ill.
Aris, I totally forgot to introduce you to my friend. This is my friend. His name's Buddy. Buddy says, hello.
Hello.
Great. This is Gina. She does a lot of important work in Waterdeep. This is Marche. He's a very skilled alchemist, and I'm sure you probably know Rogan or recognize his name and his family history.
Never heard of him. But tell me, my boy. So you're doing this job, delivering these paintings. We are making such a killing on them. This guy Davil is paying us a fortune for them. But tell you what, Aris, there's even more money where that came from. And
it's good to hear that there's even more killing, even more money where that came from. There's no killing at all.
No, forget about all that business. We've now gone legit.
Business?
So I guess you're getting paid by this Davil fella as well, right?
Wow, look at the time. I have to do anything else. Bye. Oh, fuck. How do I get out of here?
What did you roll?
I panicked and rolled a die and got a 2, which isn't as bad as a 1.
Mm-hmm. Calm under
extremely
stress.
Calm, Rogan.
Okay.
Rogan, don't we have to do the classified thing?
I don't remember what you're talking about, Aris.
No, you're right. Of course, we don't have to do anything important and classified. My mistake.
Am I forgetting something?
No.
So Merrick, buddy,
completely fine.
You are working for Devil Star Song as well?
Oh no, I'm just selling him these paintings right here.
Great. There we go. That's all we have to do is drop the paintings off and like immediately go, look at the time. Wow, it's...
No, but we should have delivered them to Devil, right? Or what
No, your job was not to deliver them to Davil. Your job was to... So you were... Davil was in the middle of negotiations to buy these paintings from seemingly this guy Merrick. And he was... they were being stored at Davil's warehouse, which... got raided by the police after you had an encounter with some Kenkus and
had
found
an incident there.
Yeah,
He wants them back.
he wants them back so the negotiations can continue, basically.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, okay. Because I got confused for a second.
Yeah, it's a convoluted situation, but there it is.
Well, do you have anything paperwork so we can prove to Devil Star Song we delivered you your package again, so you can continue your negotiations, and we don't. Just give me something of proof so we can just go on.
Paperwork?
Yes, paperwork.
Paperwork. All right, okay.
Yes.
Paperwork. She says, I like this one. All right, Buddy, get your crowbar out. Buddy gets his crowbar out. Without...
My hand is going to my rapier. If he's going to attack me with a crowbar, I'm ready.
No, Buddy, without saying a word, walks up to the crates, lobs the lid of one of the crates.
Wait. They can't. You can't be, because they're sensitive paintings, and if they're exposed to the outside salt air of it can tarnish. It can affect the coloration of the. It's not.
You are being utterly ignored.
Package, the thing is, we're not supposed to. No.
He dips his hand into one of these, and then he takes out a silver bar.
Yep, there you go. That's sculpture.
And then he shows on the silver bar an imprint, and then Merrick says, "See, That's my name, Merrick.
What is the imprint? His name?
Yeah, it just says his name. It says Merrick.
Can we take one of these as proof to Devil that we have delivered it to you and you've seen it or whatever? I need something so we can prove to Devil we have done our job.
Sure, that makes sense. Here you go. He tosses you a silver bar.
Try to catch it.
Hey, you catch it. It's
Okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
Well, thank you. I will be on our way. Have a great evening. Goodbye.
Aris, my boy, we should meet again soon.
Definitely.
I'll keep an eye on you.
Not really necessary, to be honest.
He seems lovely.
Why bother?
Why don't you invite him
why
round
worry?
for tea?
No.
To more Bash Manor.
We've got to go because the time exists and we have to do that. And then because of the house...
No, we're completely free. You're completely free.
More Bash Manor, you say? All right, then. We'll give it a visit.
Except I got to see my chiropractor.
Goodbye, my boy. It was nice to meet you again. Buddy, grab the crates. And off they go.
Oh, shit.
Was that a friend? Was that a friend of yours?
No.
He seemed lovely.
No. Right.
What a polite chap.
No.
You have successfully completed
What?
your delivery of a crate of paintings and silver bars to now who you've learned is a former associate of Aris's. So that was a fun encounter for Aris. And
It was
And
great.
all of us, actually.
yeah. And now let's find out what you want to do next. You have a couple of options. You can obviously go back to Davil Starsong and tell him that the job is done and collect your payment. Or you can go to Vajra Safar and also tell her that the job is done and collect your payment.
I think
I
we
would-
should go to Devil first, right?
I agree with Gina. Yeah, let's get that
Okay,
wrapped up. Show
let's
him
do
this
that.
silver bar.
Is Devil on the way to Varda?
Vajra, yeah.
Vajra.
Yeah. So first you would encounter the Yawning Portal, and then if you go further north, you'll reach Blackstaff Tower.
So yeah, we will certainly do it in that order then.
Fantastic. After a short 20-minute trek that is entirely uneventful, apart from... let's see what happens.
What?
That's always a good sign.
No, it's not. It's an awful
I love how
sign.
he's also like, you are now completely cut off from like seeing him. Normally, he's now like has a big DM screen between you two. Like,
Nothing happens. Nothing at all happened. So please just continue on your way to the tavern. Everything is fine.
can I look around because after those Kenkus, I am pretty on guard.
Sure,
Kenku,
of course. Make a
okay.
perception check.
6.
Well, it's dark. It's
Yeah, it's
really
very
dark, and your eyes aren't very good. So
What?
At least, well, today at least they aren't.
Okay.
Yeah, so far. You've
Okay.
considered maybe seeing an optometrist, which is, just
I'll just
one
eat
of
some
those,
carrots.
just one of those random thoughts you had in your head. By the way, optometrists do exist in Waterdeep.
And
so,
do they fix dark vision issues?
no, they do
Oh.
not.
Oh,
Do you have a
okay.
dark vision potion, Marche?
No. Sorry. I need some very specific ingredients for that, and I just haven't come across them, you see, so no.
Rogan always has dark vision, and I don't think he's very interested in what's going on. I think he's just
What I do
Pottering about.
have, I have this very magical item called a lamp.
That's useful.
There's a kind of potion for dark
It
vision.
is.
It kind of is actually. It's put oil in it, and yeah, that actually makes total sense. There is a consistent internal logic to that. There is.
So nothing happens. We're just walking.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you eventually you arrive to the Yawning Portal because it's the evening. The tavern is completely packed. You enter in the middle of a bar brawl, which just seems to be about dissipating. There's some people with bruises. There's an elf that's bleeding. He's being taken out of the tavern by some other patrons who are helping him. You know, like kind of like that. And Matron Three Strings has just resumed playing his daily repertoire. It's gotten a little bit better, but not much. You, of course, see Yagra Stonefist and Davil Starsong sit at the requisite table where they usually sit. And as soon as Davil sees you, he invites you over. I am surprised to see that you are here, considering that the last I've heard, you were being arrested by the City Watch after Maloon War Dragon was attempting to kill you. So that's an interesting turn of events. Tell me, how did the delivery go?
I dropped the silver bar in front of him, and there.
You're not supposed to deliver it to me. You're supposed to deliver it to Merrick.
We did, but this is proof that we did.
Well, now I have to deliver this back to him myself. Well, okay. I mean,
Consider it a receipt.
that works. Yagra, please take care of this thing for me. Hands the silver bar to the half-orc. Yes. That reminds me, of course, your payment. As promised, here's 200 gold pieces. Ooh. The Gentarim give you their gratitude. And we'll be
200 gold pieces each, right?
Dragons, right?
That's 200 dragons, indeed. 200 dragons in total.
Each.
That was agreed. 200 dragons.
200.
And that's, considering that you were late with the delivery.
Did we agree on the time?
Well,
considering you didn't expect us at all, I'd say we're quite early.
Yes, and now I have to deal with the other people who I sent to get the delivery as well, because I didn't expect you would be actually able to do it, and now I have to pay them as well. So no, there is no extra money.
What other people?
Oh, they don't matter. Don't worry about them.
No, I'm really interested.
Well, that's none of your business. But
how rude!
It comes with a profession. Please help yourselves to the bar with a drink is on me. How about that? That's a little bit extra.
4 drinks.
Yes,
I think
of
we
course.
have
There's
other
4 of
business to
you.
attend to first. So thank you for your offer.
We'll stay in touch.
Sure.
Is there anything of note going on in the bar? Can we see, apart from the brawl?
Well, the brawls died down already.
It's a shame.
Is there anything that's been dropped as a result of the brawl?
Give me a perception check.
No.
I can just imagine Marche like crawling on the floor, just.
I
She
can.
just wants like some snot or
I
like
see
some
nothing.
blood.
Yeah, basically. I got a 4.
Yeah, no, it just
don't
crawled
see
around, found some dirt.
Darn. I take some dirt. Sweet.
Some classic bar dirt.
You could sell it as
Yes.
the bar fight
Yes.
potion.
I'm not a charlatan.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm an alchemist.
You could make it. You could use it to create a better potion. That's what I meant.
Continuing onwards, you make your way towards Blackstaff Tower, where a portly human man asks you, "What business do you have with the Blackstaff?" Upon entrance.
Tell her. What do we tell him?
We've got some important message from the monk on the hill to deliver.
Yes,
I will tell her.
Expected. Oh, okay.
Or expected, yeah.
He goes off,
Salam.
and after a while, he returns and says, "Raja Safar expects you in her private quarters. Please go up the stairs, up the tower, all the way to the top."
How many stairs is that?
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay.
Let's
Thank you.
head on in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you are led to a fantastically poorly kept room.
Oh.
When someone says to you, the Blackstaff, the High Wizard of Waterdeep, what you don't expect is just a pile of trash everywhere. And there's things strewn about, parchments, papers, all kinds of scribblings, and books. Books are just piling. It looks like books are growing. It looks like books are having babies, multiplying, and producing more books, but because there isn't any more space for books, they're just sort of piling on top of each other.
Saying it's like the erotic fiction section of a bookstore.
Not really, more like a filthy mess, really. And amongst that, there is a desk where sits Vajra Safar, as you are already familiar with her. And as soon as she sees you, she says, "Tell me, what of the monk?"
Well, we found him. He
gave us this coded message to deliver.
Yes.
He actually gave you a message?
He was.
She looks surprised.
Difficult, but he.
Wait, why are you surprised?
Well, he is notoriously difficult to communicate with. Just the fact that you merely managed to get out words from him is a miracle.
We communicated in a manner of sorts.
Well, tell me what he said.
Gave us a coded message that we were hoping that you'd be able to shed light on.
Well, what is the coded message?
Are we gonna give her the message from the diary? Or are we gonna make up the
we're in a
message?
bit deep now. Yeah, why not?
We're deep into Waterdeep.
We're winging it.
Okay,
Yeah, we're
sorry.
gonna. I guess we're gonna collectively hand over the
Evil
notations
The
that we
Evil's
took.
twin hides its phrase for now. Expect that to change for winter's end.
Of course. Right. She starts making notes. That makes so much sense.
What does it mean?
Well, I would have to spend a lot of time explaining, but let's just say that evil is on the rise, and there's a lot of work to be done before we can stop it, and I will need your help. But first, you have proven yourselves worthy to the city, and as such, I would like to invite you to join the ranks of the Grey Hands.
Oh.
What's the hourly rate with grey hands?
Many advantages come as being part of the Grey Hands, but you will be, of course, tasked with performing various duties which are not accessible to many and require specialty of skilled individuals such as yourselves. Each job will come with severance, and what that might be, it will depend on the job itself. For now, I thank you very much for delivering this message, and here is a modest token of my reward. She takes out a pouch and hands you 50 dragons.
I keep
lovely.
dragging our
We've
joint
done
account.
okay for dragon rewards today so far. Like
We're
that'll
at
pay some of our
264 dragons now.
Oh, biscuits.
transport budget, food budget. It's great.
Yeah.
Vardra, I feel like you're talking about something that we have to sign a contract over, or
Well, there is an oath that you would have to make, yes, and you would be ordained, which we can perform right now.
wait, hang on. Is this like a thing that you do for like a month or forever?
This is a thing that you do as long as you can.
That
Is
feels
there an
like a long time.
exclusivity to it?
Well, you don't have to take on tasks that you don't want to do, but of course, if you help out as the Grey Hands, the city will keep rewarding you.
Can I still make money with other jobs?
Of course.
Okay, yeah, just making sure.
Sounds like quite a reasonable deal then, I think.
Fantastic. If you would kneel, please.
Right now?
Well, yes. Why not? Do you expect a
not
ceremony
normally-
or?
Not normally. Other other people would be kneeling.
Yeah.
Not really.
Wait, what?
Not really used to taking the knee.
Look, it's just ceremony.
Yeah, okay,
Do we
fine.
get to wear like a little hat or something?
No, there's no Wookiee handing you a medal or anything.
Oh.
What's a Wookiee?
Oh, a what?
Sorry, that was
A what? Sorry, I don't know of this. Wookiee.
that was a
Wookiee
fourth
doesn't
wall
have a
reference
medal.
to Star Wars Episode 4.
Oh.
Carrie
I'm
Fisher
sorry.
gives you a medal.
No.
Carrie Fisher gives
I
you a
don't.
medal.
I
Yeah,
don't
it's the other way
know
around.
of a Carrie Fisher. But maybe I do actually. I think I may have gone to school with Carrie Fisher.
Rogan's going to take a knee while this is all going on.
Fantastic.
Ready for destiny.
She puts the tip of her staff on each of your shoulders and then says, repeat together with me. My eye is forever watchful. My mind
eye?
is
Oh,
always
oh.
sharp.
Sorry, apologies, Vardra. I
My eye
jumped
is
in too
forever
quickly.
watchful.
My mind is always sharp.
My mind is always sharp.
My
My
mouth's-
mouth's always sharp. Sorry, go on.
My
mouth
mouth
is
speaks
sharp.
the truth.
My mouth speaks the
My mouth
truth.
speaks the truth.
Can Rogan be doing it in the way like when there's national anthems going on?
Will you all please?
people
She's
are
very
moving
frustrated.
People are moving their lips because they don't know the words properly, but they're kind of like,
They
kinda
are
making
bad
noises.
footballers. Just look at
If we
awkward
could
as the
start
camera
this again,
passes you.
please.
If we could start this again, please.
Aris is probably
My
not
eye is
a
always
good idea
watchful,
to-
my mind
to
is always
annoy
sharp.
Vardra.
My mouth speaks the truth,
My
My
mouth
mouth speaks the truth,
and all these things are mine.
and all these things
What? No, what?
are mine.
But my hands,
But my hand,
But my
They-
hands,
they guard, they fight, and work
they
guard, they fight, they
they
work.
fight, they work.
for Waterdeep.
or water deep.
Waterdeep.
Good.
Good.
You didn't need to say that.
Didn't need to say that.
Pledge allegiance to the flag.
Well, let's say that this was the most inept ordaining into the Grey Hands, but I hope that you prove to be more sufficient members. With that, I am sure I will require your assistance very soon, but you are free to go. And I must proceed with, and she starts writing something.
All right.
That was
Wow.
a little odd.
That was anticlimactic.
Thank you for your time.
I don't feel any differently.
Oh,
I guess that's
no
how that
special
works,
powers. My hands are not grey now.
It could be a really good opportunity, though, to build the reputation of our party, Morbash Manor, and make some good money along the
though.
way.
You know, that's a fair point. That's a good and fair point.
You could
Yes.
ask Farja if she wants to sponsor. If the Grey Hands want to sponsor more versions.
I mean,
She
we're the
looks
Grey
busy
Hands now.
and not in the mood or interest to sponsor anything at the moment.
No, but I'm saying that to Rogan. I know
Okay.
that's what's going on, but
Okay,
I want to
okay.
see what happens
It's
if
not a bad idea.
Rogan is gonna do it.
Okay.
Excuse me.
I will allow this.
Excuse me, Vadra. So,
She lifts her
As-
head.
as the namesake of the rapidly improving Morbash Manor,
Really improving.
rapidly improving, yeah, I think it would be excellent to make that kind of a some sort of Greyhound headquarters.
We could have a sign painted.
As I
that
said,
other way
I am
meetings
sure
could
I
be
will
made.
need your assistance soon. And now I must continue with, if you please.
Oh, right.
We'll
yes.
be in touch. We'll be in touch.
Yeah, we will.
I sort of do it like a little bow, curtsy, half bow, half curtsy thing. I'm not really sure. What
She doesn't seem
do.
to be paying any
No.
attention to that.
Well.
Yeah.
Right.
She's busy. What are you gonna do?
Leave.
Leave.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
Fantastic.
leave.
So, a 10-day goes by. Rogan gets his new armor.
Hey,
Oh,
And
yes.
Annie, Evan, Cal, and Dal report for duty, who helped clean up the debris in the tavern, whilst Talisolvenar Fellbranch sets up renovations. Day by day, there's either new furniture built or old renovated. The big mirror from the bedroom gets cleaned up and its wood is polished. The bar is entirely rebuilt, the rotten wood broken apart and replaced with quality polished oak. By the way, you thought that the bar was intact. It was not. Where there was once dust, now stand pine stools and dark oak tables.
Oh, wow.
There's a fantastic fireplace with logs roaring. Avi and Embrick fashion a Morbash Manor Herald as a gift from the neighborhood, which is a green shield divided into 4 corners, one with a battle axe, second having a lute, third with a bow and dagger, and fourth with a potion, all painted in orange.
That's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
Tell you what's not cool, guilds start paying you a visit. Various paperwork gets drawn up, various fees need to be paid,
Taxes.
and 250 gold pieces vanish just in a bureaucratic mire of signing various contracts.
Wow, that's the amount that we just recently earned.
That, I assure you, is pure coincidence.
Easy come, easy go.
We still have 14 left.
Sure.
But
We can start selling this vinegar.
after a
sorry.
10-day, there is a closure coming to this procedure that seems near finished. Each day, Morbash Manor is looking better and better and more like it is ready for opening. And at this time, I would like to ask you if there's anything you would like to do to get yourselves ready for the grand reopening of Morbash Manor, or what the reopening of Morbash Manor is and how it will look like. Will it be grand or not? Or basically, how do you envision this?
I think I can think of 2 things that Aris would be doing right now, which is he'd be watching his back while he's in the manor and wondering if Merrick comes around, or just, he sees him anywhere in the streets as he's about his business. So he'll, have always be looking out behind him and have one eye on the crowd and stuff. And at the other end of the equation, at the nice side of things, or the nice side of the coin, he'd probably be actually trying to find a useful way to contribute to the business by scouting out places that sell wine to get different, a selection of different things to drink in Morbash Manor.
Well,
So that
actually,
when we open,
talking of that, that is
Yeah.
something you scout out very quickly, and you do meet the acquaintance of someone called. If you just give me a second. Someone called Hammond Craddock, who is the representative of the Vintners, Distillers, and Brewers Guild. He is your local supplier for all kinds of alcohol, and
right?
he is incredibly well dressed and always in a company of a young tiefling scribe by the name of Ginny, who just follows him around, and she keeps making notes and doesn't really say much, and she seems to be quite on the ball. Wears spectacles. Hammond is annoying, to say the least, because twice he's been in your tavern, and once he recommended what wines and ales and stuff you should get, and then he said the Eluskan Illuminator is the beer that everyone wants to drink right now. It's punchy. It's got a high alcohol content, but so you can water it down a little bit, and stuff like that. So he was very big on that. And then you got a delivery of that, and there's barrels sitting of it in the cellar. And then the second time he visited you is just doing an investigation of everything you got, and then he saw the Eluskan Illuminator and went, "What is that? Why would you keep that in your cellars? You must be supplied with, the Raging Taurus or something like that. You know, the new beer that is now all the rage. Ironically,
Sounds both difficult and like vaguely familiar for people I've met in real life like that.
yeah, but basically, you haven't really got a lot of option in terms of who you're dealing with, because the wine and ale and any other kind of spirits must be purchased through the Vintners, Distillers, and Brewers Guild by law. If Aris would like to seek out other ways to acquire spirits, we could discuss that, but that might pose all kinds of other problems. Whereas this is just annoying, but keeping it simple in a way.
I was going to say, if there are strict laws and rules and people come around and check those, it's while we're starting off and like everyone is aware of us and has an eye on us, we should probably do stuff by the book. But as time passes, who knows?
So with the event itself, I think Rogan would be, because the reason why Rogan was so interested in the Morbash Manor being called Morbash Manor is for status, to claim the status that he feels that is his. So he'd be interested in inviting, the heads of local businesses and like any important people we could somehow communicate with. Like the different people that we've worked with so far and things along those lines. To try and invite them to the opening.
I presume you sent out invitations and things like that, right?
I mean, Rogan probably didn't do that, but someone else might have done.
Okay. Well, you have staff. You have 4 members of staff so far, so you could have asked.
So
them, asked them to
Rogan
take
would be like, I would like it to, to have people of a similar societal level as us attending the event.
So the Blackstaff, right? Yeah.
Well, in his mind, anyway.
Yeah. A couple of other guild members visited you as well. Not guild people. You were visited by Broxley Fairkettle, who's a halfling from the Fellowship of Innkeepers, and has big bushy eyebrows and mutton chops. As big as literally I'm showing right now. He's fairly easy to work with, and he's quite happy that there's a new inn that's being opened up, and he asks you all kinds of questions like, what are you going to serve? And, are you going to take on guests? And questions like that. He also makes sure that you join the guild and, sign all the paperwork. In his words, to avoid any further harassment.
Okay.
Yeah, and of course there's Justin Rask, who barely says anything. He's dead-eyed, slack-jawed, straight to the point. From the Guild of Butchers, who basically comes around and demands not only guild dues, but makes it very clear that he expects every time he comes around 3 dragons in his pocket, because it's just that's how it works according to him. And otherwise,
if we refuse,
otherwise, do you want to poison your customers? Is that what you're saying to me?
Wow.
Sorry, was that a threat?
No, it's not a threat. I just want to make sure that the quality of meat you're being delivered is good. That's important to me.
That was a threat.
It's not a threat. Look, everyone does business with me. You're required to do business with me. I know my rights.
Yeah,
Marshay, let him. Just.
What? This gentleman is a cad. I don't like him at all.
Me neither.
3 dragons it is.
And so it goes.
Into in the future.
And so it
Yes.
goes.
Marshay, we can be our own. Let's start our own butcher shop in the back.
To start killing sheep. Like, people are like, where are our sheep going? Like, hey, would you like a woolly coat with your lamb burger? Could I please organise some sort of like children's party, so that when all the adults are like attending, drinking their wine and beer and whatever, and attending this grand opening, there's something for the kids to do, like bouncy castle or whatever the Waterdavian equivalent.
You can get a bouncy castle. I'm pretty sure you can magic a bouncy castle, right? Like back in the garden.
Like
on the streets outside, though, yeah.
Well,
in
you're
the
not
courtyard.
inside, obviously.
Don't want you filling the whole bar up with one inflatable castle.
and a ball pit and stuff like that.
You could have a ball pit in one of the rooms upstairs, or the bait.
Just turn an entire
One of
room
the
into a
rooms
ball
upstairs.
pit.
We could, because temporarily.
That'd be amazing. With a
Just
slide out
imagine
the
this
window
now in
into
a-
the bouncy castle. Okay, yeah, I want to do that, please.
Fantastic.
Is there a guild of children's parties that I need to
No,
report?
strangely, there are
Ooh,
absolutely
what a way
no
to make
fees for
money.
getting a bouncy castle. It will cost you though. It will cost you like 10 dragons to have this set up. So it's
Whoa.
money. It's
Is
money.
that something you're going to be paying, Marche, for this bouncy castle?
I do have a little tucked away. How much I have, I can't tell you right now. I don't know where my money is. Equipment. Is it under equipment?
Yeah, it will be.
under
Equipment, yeah.
inventory.
I like the idea that you're going to spend all of your worldly money on getting an inflatable castle.
I have no money, so could I I assume that I have to go to people to say, can I hire your bouncy castle?
Yeah.
Can I try and make some sort of deal with them? Because I haven't got any money, but like...
Well, like advertisement in the tavern?
Any advertisements, or I'll do them some
Sure,
favours,
give me a persuasion check.
or anything really, just like that they're invited to the opening and it's going to be brilliant, and like
I get it.
Sponsoring, putting their name on
anything
everything.
to try and make
Yeah.
them 12.
Guess what? One day, Marche just comes back with a bouncy castle.
Sweet.
It just exists.
Can Gina
Yes.
contact Free Strings? I know he's a bed bar, but hear me out. I think when we worked together, it was quite okay. I mean, I can do a whole set on my own, but I think if we combine our powers, we could do a pretty good opening act, hire him to do the less busy hours, and I will do the main event surrounding it, but then at
Nice.
least we have a bit more people
Star
playing.
attraction.
And I think because I helped him out at the Yawning Portal, he should be willing to help. And it's not like we're going to steal him because I will be the bard here, so I think Yawning Portal, it should all be fine.
That goes swimmingly. Matrim is way over the moon about performing with you. He's like, when do I sign up? What do I need to pay for this? Has no idea, right?
10 dragons.
No, not that high. You won't do it then.
Yeah, so he's very excited about the opportunity to perform in this new hot venue.
He's asking
with-
what he needs to pay.
Yeah. I
That's
know.
adorable.
I know.
Sounds like me.
Anything else you want to do to promote the grand opening?
Do we want to do something with the Greyhounds? Or do we not want to...
I mean,
Show
it's a
our
network
support.
of people we know, so we could at least privately just say, "Hey, do you want to come? It'd be a lovely evening of partying,
Yeah.
networking, and
Networking. I like that.
I wonder if this is
It's like a networking event where
for adventurers.
different people come together and they're like, I have little satchels to sell, and you also do belt buckles. We can skill share.
Yeah.
I think we could probably, get word out with as new Greyhounds. We could be like, all Greyhounds are welcome at this event also.
Fantastic. Okay, so you're inviting a bunch of adventurers, basically.
Yeah.
Okay,
Where
that
did
makes
we
sense.
last see Volo?
Oh yeah, Volo
Around
as well.
10,
yeah.
11 games.
Hello, yeah.
Yes.
Famous
'Cause if he
author.
wants
He
to-
should totally come.
He's
was
more than
thinking-
happy to come. Yeah, because he sold you this place. So
Amazing.
yeah, he'll be
That's
there.
true.
Celebrity appearance, you know.
The who's,
Also, he
we
needs
want
to
all the
write about
who's
it.
who. Can we get? Can we leave a note?
As
Can we,
Elaine says.
can we leave a note for the monk on the hill? Can we leave him?
I actually think that's a good idea.
Leave him a note.
aeroplane.
He's
Sure.
the
He
wants to
server. He
come
should
down.
know what's going on.
Can we send one of our staff to run a note up to our friend on the hill? Be like invitation to an opening. We'll see you there.
I think so. I think you can definitely try to do that. We'll see the results of it during the grand opening itself.
Great.
Sure.
He'll love it. He'll come all the way down. He'll love it.
Okay. On the very last night before the grand opening, you are paid a visit by your friend Renner Neverember, who is not only happy to see you, but he's well impressed with everything you've done so far to this place. Wow! This is a new bar. Have you got any beer?
Yeah.
A few
Tomorrow, no.
Oh.
drinks probably already, maybe, and more coming in.
All right. Well, why don't we? He drops a pouch of 10 dragons. Why don't we do drinks around the house? You know, this is as a first. I'll be the first to purchase something at your new tavern. And why don't we grab a seat around that table? I have some things I want to discuss with you.
Yeah.
Well, all right then.
Then.
We gesture to like the bar staff to get us some drinks.
Dal, who's one of Bonnie's brothers, Dal is the one working behind the bar. He's best at it, and he serves you up the Illuscan Illuminator, which, as you learn, has a foul bitter taste, but also quite a good kick. So you know, it balances itself out.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Carry on.
I don't
carry
even
on.
know what you're laughing at.
Carry
but
on.
I'm
It's a
all right with
serious
that.
business, Elaine.
Yeah.
It's a serious
Very
business.
serious.
Yeah, and then he says, "I have an admission to make." Oh no, it's nothing bad. You see, I'm a member of an elite secret organization, and
Wow. Literally
we are
everybody is.
pretty much. We are called the Harpers, and we think you might be a good fit. And here's the thing, Rogan, Morbash.
Hello.
We think you're a good bet, but there is a problem, and it's something that needs to be sorted out. As the Harpers, we believe in stopping tyranny. We hate to see any place being subsumed by tyrannical forces, and this chapter of the organization protects our city of Waterdeep, and we suspect our city of Waterdeep is under threat by tyrannical forces, and we need capable people's help. And we wondered if you would like to join our organization. However, Rogan Morbash, he directly addresses you. I have been made aware by an associate of mine, also a fellow Harper, whose name is Mert the Moneylender, that you owe him quite a substantial sum of money.
I'm not entirely sure I've ever heard of this individual. Sounds like some kind of misunderstanding. Maybe a far-flung cousin of mine.
And as far as I'm aware, he checks some documents. You owe him 1,000 dragons.
I don't remember this. This is it's news to me, everyone. It's not. I'm sure it's a complete misunderstanding.
And that's okay, but we'll need to work something out. And Mert asked to see you tonight, if possible. I have brought you something. He hands you an envelope. As you open the envelope, you find 4 theater tickets. Tonight is the first performance of The Death of Mistra, a wonderful opera by a young and talented performer, you'll be. I think you'll be enraptured by everything I've heard so far. But anyway, during the intermission, you are to visit private booth C, where Mert will meet you and discuss business further, and formal attire is required.
Shopping
Look out.
sequence montage.
I'm sure. Yeah, I think that sounds like a great idea. Let's all go to the theatre, and I'll be able to clear whatever this confusion is up with Mert. Don't you worry about that.
Fantastic. I'll let Mert know that you are coming. He downs this ale. Goes, "Oof, you sure? There's nothing no, it's my imagination. Puts it down. Thank you very much. The first pint was wonderful. I'll be coming back tomorrow for more. Looking forward to the grand reopening. Everyone's talking about it. It's the buzz of the city."
Oh,
Could be
thank
good
you.
or bad.
This could be good or bad. You're right.
Rogan.
Hello?
Are you in some financial distress?
I've no idea what this Mert character is on about. I think maybe he wants to invest in Morbash Manor, perhaps, and he's got a little bit confused.
Can
Well,
I do an
mean,
insight on that?
Yes, you can absolutely do an insight on that.
I hope that was a 1 so I could reroll, but it's not. Insight. That's a 10.
That's a 10. Rogan's full of shit.
Rogan, I don't believe a word you're saying.
I mean, perhaps, maybe I owe him a couple of dragons here or there. Nothing.
Rogan.
Nothing. Just a little bit of startup money, perhaps.
Why didn't you tell us?
Yes, we could have helped you.
we are your colleagues, and there's probably some way we could work something out.
I thought you were important and
I mean,
rich.
with my family name, it's only a matter of time before, before we save up money for whatever small amount of money Mert believes I owe him.
Oh, Rogan.
How long have
dear.
we worked to pay off? We did some pretty terrible jobs to get initial
We're only
funding.
just getting started. Now we've got a Morbash Manor.
Oh,
tell you, we're gonna-
indeed,
a word
we
will
can do
spread.
it. Every nib that we make can go towards getting you out of this situation.
Well, actually, that's not true, because you still owe 400 dragons to Talisolve on Arfel branch
Shush,
for
ethereal
renovations.
voice. I'm being nice to Rogan.
Rogan's kind of trying to brush it to one side, but you can visibly see that he's a little shook by the fact that this has been revealed to the group. But he's trying to brush it off as best as he can.
Would you like a drink, Rogan? Why? Let's have another drink, shall we?
Did Renner leave, by the way, or
Yeah, Renner
yeah?
left.
Okay, yeah.
Sounds like a great idea. I think we
Let's-
should
let's-
celebrate. Let's should celebrate the opening of Morbash
Yes.
Manor.
Should we
Exactly.
save the ale so we could sell it so we could help Rogan out with his debt?
There's one drink, Gina.
I mean,
I don't believe-
the ale to you is ridiculously cheap.
Okay, yeah.
It won't matter.
I'm just trying to think out of a business perspective.
Mm-hmm. As long as you're not
obviously-
drunk the entire time, I will not count this.
Okay.
We can water it down with the vinegar anyway. If we really get
Is that a
stuck.
good idea to combine those?
Or we could market the vinegar as something amazing.
Maybe Dal could make a killer cocktail out of it.
Right.
knows?
You put
Exactly.
vinegar
Yeah.
in a cocktail?
Bit of this, bit of that.
Gina is highly she wasn't a big fan of Rogan already, but it's getting worse with the minute.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Lucky for Gina, she's not the one that's in debt.
Yeah, I'm very happy I did not. I mean, it's very nice they added alludes to the sign, even though I have not I only paid from the communal joint account.
Well, it's fine. I mean, if you have something better to do, we can find someone else to play loot.
No, it's not like I am
that
not
is true.
saying I don't
Get
trust
3
Rogan.
strings.
I am just saying that out of character,
Yes,
just
3
as
strings. Oh, I
for
see.
you.
All right. Sorry.
Yeah, I am not saying Rogan. I don't like you as Gina. That I wouldn't do that. Hopefully, who knows what happens?
Okay.
We'll see. Well, Rogan's definitely proven to have his ups and downs. Certainly, he's a man of highs and lows, and right now is one of the lows. But who knows? Just round the corner, there might be a big high coming. I mean, I wouldn't know. I don't make this stuff up.
It was
Right?
this theatre trip.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, tell me how you're getting dressed.
Unfortunately, I seem to have used all of my fine clothes to wipe moss off the rocks. So I guess I'm going like this.
Same. I don't own fancy clothes.
I mean, we all have a bit of our own private money in our pockets, right?
I mean, you also you don't just like have the same clothes. You know, you have clothes. You have. I presume that as people who live in the world, you will have a wardrobe of some clothing, unless you specifically say that your character right now is in such a poor state that they basically wear the same thing every day, which is feasible and perfectly fine. And in Marche's case, even...
I could put on my better performer's outfit, but it's not formal because it needs to be useful.
Yeah, I think that's
Movable and
reasonable.
stuff.
I think that's reasonable. Yeah.
I think Aris definitely. Now that Aris isn't like paying all this money to stay in other taverns and things, he actually has a little bit of savings, and I think he might take this opportunity to buy some new. I don't want to say formal wear, but nicer looking things that you might wear at a function, especially because I imagine at this kind of event he'll be helping to serve and probably introduce people and show them around and things like that.
That makes sense.
And keeping an eye, not officially being security, but probably looking
I
at
think that's
every
a good
single
idea.
person to see if they have
I think it's a
concealed
really good
weapons
idea.
or stuff like that.
What was remind me what the armor was that Rogan got?
So
His
Rogan
new
got some
armor.
very, very shiny armor, which you spent money on it, didn't you? So
Yeah.
let me just remind you what the armor was. But yeah, like I guess if you wear that, you will be wearing armor, but you will look resplendent. So and plus you could ask
flash new armor.
you could ask Moshe to do something with the armor as well. That's never out of the question.
I could give it a little spit polish.
I'd rather you didn't spit on it, thank you.
Oh. How about I use this vial of extremely lovely liquid?
Sure, yeah, no, I'd
Instead,
certainly.
it's
I'd be willing-
magical.
if you have
Magical.
a special concoction, then I'll be
I
happy
do,
to try
yes.
a
Yes.
magical vial.
Yes.
Do you actually give him a magical vial?
I give him a vial of my spit.
Is that it, really?
Yeah.
Okay. The thing is, I know Moshe can magic something up, just choosing not to.
Can
revealing
I
secrets.
quickly interrupt you? Your camera has been blinking black sometimes, but it just blinked twice, so I don't know
saw
if it's
that.
getting worse.
Yeah.
It's not
I
doing
saw
it.
that.
It's not doing it a huge amount, but it's been.
No,
No,
we'll
but
just-
because it's just happened
Yeah.
twice in a row. Just
Yeah.
Thank
I know.
you.
Thank you
Yeah.
very much. I did notice it as well. I'm just gonna pretend that it's not happening unless
Okay.
it keeps being very intrusive.
yeah.
What I do also have is a disguise kit, which includes hair dye and makeup and stuff like that. So I can make myself look more resplendent
Oh, very nice.
that way. And also maybe Rogan's armor.
Was it scale mail? Is that what I got?
I believe you got. You spent money. I think you got. I think you got splint mail actually, which splint armor, which costs. You spent 200 gold pieces. You spent 200 dragons on it. Yeah. So that bumps up your armor class to 17.
Good.
I will also. I feel bad about having given Rogan a vial of my spit. It was just. It was a gag. But now because I thought he wouldn't fall for it, but now he's rubbing it all over his armor, and I feel really awful. So I'm gonna give him a cloth to help him polish it, but the cloth is imbued with infuse item.
Okay, so what does that do?
So what it will do, it will become a magical item.
Oh.
Yes. I don't actually know what it does. That's not very helpful, is it? Sorry, it doesn't come up on my. Oh, hang on, maybe it does. The character sheet is sparse. You have to look up attunement, please, if you can.
Yeah, 1 second.
Interesting.
Isn't it?
Please talk amongst yourselves.
Rogan, your arm is looking wonderful with this lovely magical liquid that I gave you. Perhaps here's something to give it a little bufflet. A little bufflet. Here.
Thank you very much, Marche. And he's just going to go ahead and pour the spit vial on different parts of his armor and give it a little shimmy to shine it up.
Gina, would perhaps, or Eris, in fact, would you like to poofle your hair a little? I have some wonderful colours with me. Perhaps you would like a change. The reason I didn't ask you, Eris, to begin with is because as a secret rogue, you may not want brightly coloured tousled hair, but it's up to you for the theatre. Anything goes.
Just as a business person, that's my secret. I'm good, thanks. I'm fine, but thank you for asking. Aris feels that way because I think at this point he's seen Marche do some things and probably spit into 1 or 2 vials, and it's a question of like, is he going to have blue hair when he goes to the theatre, or is his hair going to fall out by the time he gets there?
Who knows? But
who
Rogan,
knows?
your armor gets
Thank you, Efka.
+1 bonus to armor class.
Ooh,
whilst this
that's
is
pretty
running.
good.
Yes.
Okay, so that's what I gain. Okay. And
Yeah.
What's the duration of that?
It remains indefinitely until you die.
Or until
really?
Marche decides that it doesn't.
Yes, indeed. Yeah. So I can only infuse 2 things at a time.
Okay.
So if for some reason we end up with like a real need to infuse something else, then I can.
Sure.
Okay.
So for the time being, I'm gonna have +1 AC until I don't. Okay, that's cool.
Yes.
Fantastic. Okay. So also makes your armor really shiny. So, that helps.
I mean,
make
yeah,
it look really
it
good,
does.
right? It's another magical property. It just looks really good.
No, that's just a magical property of my spittle.
Yeah, that's true.
Magic spit.
So, something happens when you leave. When you leave Morbash Manor, just on the corner of Trollskull Avenue, you see
Wait, sorry. Did Gina accept the offer to dye her hair with my...
I wanted to, but that's fine.
You did want to?
Let's
yeah,
make
go
it
ahead.
fire.
Super.
Let's make it fire themed.
Cool.
Ooh, cool.
I mean, it's a legit hair dye. It's not like some nonsense potion I've come up with. It's like something I've bought
I would just
at
make the
some
ends
point.
like reddish and that it's like fiery
Amazing.
to fire
Gina,
up
you
the
look
performance.
wonderful. Oh, that's splendid. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Elaine, let me just clarify something.
Yeah.
Did Marche actually set her hair on fire, or
No,
is okay?
no,
good.
no. That's what I'm saying. It's like
Good.
a
I just
legit
wanted to
like
know.
hair dye. It's like proper stuff that I bought. It's not
All right.
some weird thing that I made out of, frog
Blood.
butt. Yeah.
Blood.
Yeah.
I didn't
What?
say butt, but
What
blood.
did you say? Frog what?
Blood.
Oh, blood. Oh, well, frog blood and butts. Yeah.
Are close, probably.
Frog butts.
Sorry to interrupt.
No, that's fine. Yeah. So, Gina, your hair is fantastic. Rogan, your armor is shiny. Aris, you look smart. Marche, you're Marche. And off you go. And as I mentioned, something happens on just the corner of Trollskull Avenue, which is where your tavern is. You see two familiar faces, not people you know, but people you recognize from the neighborhood. There's a human wearing a trench coat and a fedora, smoking a pipe. You've seen him about a few times, and I mean, the description is pretty much Humphrey Bogart. So I'm going to save myself the time and say he looks like Humphrey Bogart, and there's also a gold a dragonborn whom you've seen about as well the neighborhood, and they seem to be chatting with each other about nothing in particular. It's not like a sinister secret conversation or anything like that. They're just having a chat, neighbors, and suddenly the lid of the sewer grate flies open into the air, and a monstrous giant caterpillar emerges from it with many, many mandibles. And those mandibles go, and it makes a strange noise, and then suddenly just darts for the two people who are having that conversation. They scream in terror. What do you do?
I will not cast the spell because we've still not rested. I will.
It's been 10 days, I think. Should we be able to assume?
Oh,
that we've
yeah,
managed
you are
to-
fully rested.
Oh, of course.
Yay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
You are fully rested.
Long rest.
Long rest.
Oh yeah, long rest.
I have plenty of time for rest. Yeah, I just
figure-
assumed because it had been 10 days, I just restored my
Yeah, I
health.
forgot
Yeah,
it
yeah,
was 10 days. Let me see. I want to just... It doesn't matter. I still want to viciously mock it. It's 60 feet away, probably.
Okay,
right?
so please roll initiative then.
Yeah.
Viciously.
I just want to yell at
Oh
someone.
dear. Oh no. Also, I don't want to get into a fight and end up looking like trash before this thing.
Are you just gonna, let a giant caterpillar attack two people that are just standing there?
It
I
might be
d-
three
I-
people. Like the one in the trench coat might be two children.
That's true.
It might
Good
not
point.
even attack, but I still want to, yell at him how ugly he looks.
It
Or
looks
they-
really ugly and yellow.
Oh,
Yeah, so I want to yell that.
Um,
Viciously.
who thinks they have a high initiative? Tell me. Go on.
I
I've
haven't
not-
even
I've not-
rolled
I've not rolled.
initiative yet.
Only-
Please
only
roll.
You
Gina's
weren't
rolled so far.
instructed.
Please roll your initiatives.
13.
I have 10. Oh, sorry.
Sorry,
Okay. Yeah. Marche, 13.
Gina got 10.
I got 6.
Gina has 10. Aris has 6. And Rogan?
15.
Ooh. A 15.
Excuse me.
Just gonna fire up a few more things. Give me a second, please.
So I want to know what these words you're using are as you yell at it viciously. What words do you use? Oh, oh, then amazing.
Oh, these are not great for this situation. Let me see. Yeah, I think I have one. Mm-hmm. But I think I should yell that when I.
That's
in
true. Yeah,
initiative.
no spoilers. Sorry.
No, this is. Maybe I've already used it. I don't remember. Did I?
We'll find out.
If it's your mother was a snake, then it's not a very good
No.
insult. A worm. Not. Is it a worm or a snake?
It's a giant caterpillar.
Caterpillar. Sorry,
It's the
neither.
caterpillar the size of
Neither.
half the size of a
snake.
small house. The size of a dray carriage.
Does it have millions of? Oh no. Do caterpillars have loads of legs?
Yeah.
Is that a cat? Yeah, right.
This one
Yeah.
does. Mandibles, legs, teeth, what have you.
No, that's a centipede.
I know, but this is
Yeah.
also a
confused.
caterpillar with 100 legs.
Yeah, make it a centipede in your imagination.
Okay.
Whatever you like. It's yellow, giant, and disgusting.
It's got 100 legs.
Yeah. I know caterpillars like apples and ice cream, and then they turn.
You're just referencing
into
children's
butterflies.
stories.
Yes.
It's like your memory. I know caterpillars are hungry. That's like
Yeah,
that's
they're
the
really,
one fact I
really hungry.
very hungry
They have
caterpillars.
long
That's
bodies too. Yeah.
This is true.
it's true. 100 legs, hungry.
Okay. So the caterpillar, the giant caterpillar, the hungry giant caterpillar is first.
Oh gosh.
It goes for the human in the trench coat. And it
Humphrey.
grabs it with its tentacles, and it's a hit.
Ooh.
It does some damage, and so one of the tentacles sinks into the man's shoulder, and just the caterpillar lifts him up, like into the air with the mandibles. It looks painful and not pleasant. But at least he doesn't seem to be knocked out or anything, so that's good.
worse.
It may be in some ways. Next up, however, it's the Dragonborn that's just standing in front of the caterpillar. The Dragonborn it takes out a tome and starts casting an incantation, and seems to surround himself with like a barrier of some sort, and that's the Dragonborn's turn.
Just himself.
Yeah, just himself.
okay.
Yeah, and then it's Rogan.
So Rogan's feeling pretty good in his brand new shiny armor. So I think he's going to just make a run for the caterpillar and attempt to get an attack going.
Nice.
Fine him.
If it's within 30 foot.
It is within 30 foot. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, he's gonna go for it. He's got his brand new shiny armor on.
Yeah.
He's feeling pretty good about the world.
Yeah.
Alright,
Go for it.
have a roll. And that is just 9, though, unfortunately.
That's a miss. Yeah. You swing the axe,
He's
but
not got
it
used to
just
his armor yet.
literally
Not got used to it
bounces
yet.
off of the caterpillar. Like, boom. Seems to be some sort of buoyancy to its disgusting body, squishing body. Would you like to do anything else, or is that it?
You know what? That's it.
That's it. Okay.
That's it.
Next up, it's Marche.
Well, I'm gonna chuck a fire at it.
Potion of fire.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Chuck a fire.
Let's say it's a potion of fire. Oh, that's a good. That's a 19 plus 5. That's 24.
Hey, it lands on
Nice.
lands directly on the giant caterpillar. Or
Yeah. That's a 7.
hey, you said it's back on fire, so it's currently smells really bad. It's definitely hurted because the giant caterpillar shrieks like ah! It's an inhuman noise.
Oh, please don't.
You don't like it,
Don't know.
but
Don't do that.
it smells really bad. But you clearly hurt it, so that's good. Marche, would you like to do anything
Rogan,
else?
Fear not. Fear not. I know you're still getting used to your armor. And your weaponry. It's fine. We've got this. You'll get him next time.
Gina,
I
you
shall.
said you were gonna mock the caterpillar.
Viciously mock it. Yes.
Are you ready with the mockery?
No, but it's gonna be fine.
Okay, I leave it in your hands.
I cannot find the words to mock you. You're not worth the effort.
Wow. Wow.
Oh.
I know I should remember this by now, but what do
That's
I need
fine.
to roll?
You need to success on a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw, okay. I got 11.
My thingy is 13.
Yeah.
So he will take 1d4 psychic damage. And have disadvantage on the next attack roll it makes before the end of its next turn.
Awesome.
Okay, so I
4!
hey, nice.
It's with the little, like, bird.
Ah.
It's adorable.
Bird. Oh, it's not going to focus probably. But it's a 4 bird.
Hey, you've certainly managed to confuse the giant caterpillar. It seems to be distracted, and you're trying to say something, it doesn't understand the words because it's a giant caterpillar, but it's confused, and that helps, right?
That's helpful, yeah.
Gina, are you done?
I will move in a better position so I can run up to it if needed.
Okay, fantastic. Next, it's the man that is currently being hamstrung by a mandible. He is going to just try and punch it, honestly. So there's that. He crits. And
Nice.
and you see an enormous flurry of blows just... Oh, wait, no, he has disadvantage.
Oh.
And he misses. I'm sorry.
Oh, no.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm
Give
sorry.
me the advantage for my birthday. No, just
No, I'll give one of you advantage.
no, I'm just joking. I'm joking.
Yeah.
Give Aris advantage.
But-
Aris
If he
hasn't
has
been
to do
yet.
another
Yeah.
death saving throw.
But yeah, Aris, you're next.
And you're muted, it seems.
Yeah, you're muted.
Well, so
Hooray!
I thought that was the case earlier, but I didn't want to interrupt anyone because I saw
it
you
was
talk
a honking
occasionally and
outside.
nothing happened. Yeah.
Oh dear. I don't think that Aris would have, for this evening, left with his bow. So I think he probably would have his weapon on his hip, though. So he's got to draw his short sword and engage. Try and stab this thing in the back. I don't know if I would get a bonus or advantage if I'm getting it from behind.
Well, if Rogan is next to it, you get the sneak attack.
In that case, well, that I don't think I need to roll better than that. That's really good. 18 plus 3 is 21. 18 plus 3 is 21.
No, you don't get the advantage, but you get the sneak attack if it hits.
Oh, right.
That's
Thank you.
Rogan. Sorry.
20,
21.
21. 21, yeah. Sorry, you're using a bow or a dagger? I misheard.
Short sword.
Short sword. So you're running up to it and stabbing your short sword into the giant caterpillar. Fantastic. Okay, please roll me some damage.
Is 13.
13? That's
6
a lot
plus
of
4
damage.
plus 3.
You know,
Because of that
Rogan,
little extra d6 in there.
Rogan-
This is the week of my
Yeah.
good dice.
I will tell you, you straight up just jam your short sword into that caterpillar, and with a loud, it goes in, and the caterpillar sputters, and then as you take your short sword out, just a humongous amount of liquid.
I
Great.
gather some
Just-
in a vial, please.
No, your turn, yeah. Just
Okay.
splurges all over your finery.
Oh,
You're
no.
joking.
Yeah, you see, this is it.
Yeah, it smells bad. But,
Is it not dead?
it's not dead yet. No.
Oh,
No.
sorry.
In fact, it's its turn.
oh no.
It's going to drop the man in the coat and just focus on you instead now because, you've hurt it.
It's annoyed.
Yeah, it's annoyed. Not Rogan, sorry, Aris. Will 15 versus armor class do anything to you?
It just gets me.
Well, then, please take 5 poison damage. And also, could you give me a Constitution saving
Not
throw?
very good at those. All right, that's 5 poison damage. Let's see how we do, because I don't get a bonus on this or anything, because my Constitution isn't that great. That's a 2. That's the second 2 that I've rolled today. I'm pretty sure that's going to fail.
Aris, the thing picks you up via the mandibles.
Oh, yeah, those mandibles. Classic.
Yeah. Consider your finery now also not just soiled, but torn.
Oh no.
I have worse news, honestly, because
Nothing's fine. I'm torn.
No.
No, because you are paralyzed as well. Currently, you may at the end of your turn attempt a saving throw to end the paralysis from the poison.
I'm all out of luck. This is how I feel.
But it's now going to make a second attack against you as it just chomps at you with its mouth.
I'm cold and I'm eating, lying paralyzed on the floor.
So, do I have advantage against you? I believe I do.
I'm
because you're
paralyzed, so probably I'm just like a big popsicle at this point.
Little bit of advantage.
Yeah.
It was going to be such a nice evening, and now I'm going to be eaten by a giant sewer caterpillar.
Oh, wait, sorry. No, so you're basically, whenever I attack you, it's just a crit. So,
Great. That's even better.
I mean, sure, yeah.
please take...
I thought you were just going to lie on the floor for the duration of the fight.
Might as well.
Or, cold and
11 piercing damage.
Sure,
Whoa.
okay. I'll take all of it. I'll put it in my bag. Yeah, death saved. Here we go. That's never happened before.
How did I call it? Like, you would probably need advantage on a death save because this happened every time.
I mean, I haven't
fine.
died yet.
No,
No,
you
I
have
know.
no, you haven't died yet. That's true.
Very fragile young man.
That whole Merrick plotline would, be ashamed to see it go.
I don't know what you're talking about there. There's nothing happening there. Don't worry about it.
Next up, it's the mage. So the mage is going to hopefully prove himself useful. The Dragonborn, clearly a mage because he cast an armor spell. No, that's too aggressive. Let's just say he fires some magic missiles at the giant caterpillar and causes some damage.
What sound do they make?
Pidoo, pidoo, pidoo.
Very impressive.
That is
Like a
the sound that
laser.
they make.
Like a laser. Yes, that is absolutely
Amazing.
It's I'm the authority on this, so that's just the sound they make. After the mage, it's Rogan.
Well, I guess I'm going to have another go at trying to. This will be the second battle on the bounce without being able to hit something. So let's see if we can actually do a successful attack. So I'm going to.
Okay.
I mean, the main goal here is to protect Aris, who seems to be having a bit of a rough time on the floor. So I'm going to,
It's a very normal
try and
fight for Aris.
put myself between hungry caterpillar and Aris. So I'm going to do an attack with my battle axe.
Fantastic.
That's not much better than the last one. That's 11.
Well, that's going to miss, unfortunately.
What I'm going to do then, because Rogan is he's going to use his action surge, so he can have one more attack.
Go for it.
Get additional action. That is an 18, so that's done me a bit better.
So the first, swing of an axe, you're still getting used to this haft because it's a new axe.
That new armor on as well.
Right? Yeah. It's a bit tough, but the first swing was a miss, but the second one lands directly into the giant caterpillar. Please roll for damage.
Sure. See what that is. Oh, rolled the wrong. Rolled the wrong dice. Silly me. That is 12.
That's
pretty good.
an amazing amount of damage. Rogan, your axe lodges into the caterpillar. You know, again, that squishing sound. You pull it out, the goo just splats immediately onto your armor.
Oh,
And
fine.
then, as if nothing, it just goes whooped, and your armor's clean and shining again. So, you know,
Wow.
how about
Thank you,
that?
Marche. Thank you, Marche.
Yeah.
Ricky Marche, did you say?
He said thank
I
you.
said thank you, Marche. Yeah, Ricky
Okay.
Marche.
In chat, people are asking if the caterpillar had disadvantage after Gina's taunt, and the answer is yes. Next up, it's Marche.
That dastardly caterpillar. That's the follow up to the very hungry caterpillar.
What are we doing, Marche?
Well, I think that everyone's got this caterpillar, and I think that Aris probably could do with a little bit of help. So I'm going to go up to Aris, and I am going to smash a vial of healing onto his
Stab his
forehead.
eyes out with glass.
And
Just
he
smash.
regains
He's smashing
8
a potion on his face.
Yeah, I'm healing him with a smash, and he gets recovers 8 hit points.
Aris, you are now
Oh no, he doesn't. He recovers 11 hit points.
11
Ooh,
hit points.
lovely.
Aris,
That's a huge swing the other way.
it is a huge swing the other way. I will note, however, Aris, that you are still on the floor, still paralyzed.
But now he's not.
But
dying.
now you're not rolling a death saving
Yeah.
throw
We're not
on your
dying.
turn.
I mean, it's worth it.
Yeah.
No,
Gina,
it
it's
is
your
worth it,
turn.
Thank you.
I will. I got in position to run up, so I will just run up and stab it with my rapier.
Fantastic. Go for it.
Hopefully, who knows what will happen? Let me see what will happen. That's +4, so that's 17.
Hey, that's a hit.
So 1d8. For some reason, my rolls for my rapier are going well. That is 6 damage.
Yeah.
Gina,
Boom.
none of you have learned the lesson from Aris. You now smell. You smell bad.
That's fine.
You smell bad. Your dress smells bad. Your hair smells bad.
Does my hair dye stay in?
I mean, it's now mixed in with some unwanted yellow, but
Makes it more fiery.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Always looking on the bright side.
Yeah.
Gina.
Kind of.
After Gina, it's the man who was attacked initially in the trench coat. He's just gonna.
Want to use my bonus action,
Yeah.
by the way, and give. Let me see. Let's just give Aris a bardic inspiration so he can just kill this beast.
Mm-hmm.
He's
So you get the
paralyzed.
1d6.
He's paralyzed still, right?
Oh, are you? Yeah.
I might still be mostly a lead pipe. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe then not.
But he maybe needs bardic inspiration
Yeah,
to not.
I
to
am
not
just
be
going to give it
paralyzed.
to you. I hope it serves you well. Good luck. That's my speech for you. That's my inspiration.
I mean, it's
inspirational.
terribly inspiring. I feel inspired too.
I feel like I just lay there still with my eyes just moving.
Right. Okay. So the man in the trench coat is just gonna, try and pound that caterpillar with his fists. So he's gonna try and do that. One of them lands. Second one lands, and he's just angry. You stinking horrible bleep 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 bleep, and he's just swearing at it.
Does he say bleep
No.
instead of
It's
a swear
bleep a
word?
swear word in Waterdeep. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. And he just punches it incessantly, punch after punch after punch after punch after punch, until like the caterpillar just falls on the floor, and he's kicking it and squishing it, and it's clearly dead. But he still keeps going and going and squishing and squishing. More of that stuff is squirting. A lot of it is squirting on everyone but Marche, who's already filthy, so it doesn't matter.
I mean, it's because I had to get in close with Aris to heal him.
Oh yeah, no, that's
Like,
true. Okay, yeah. So yeah, everyone really, and
Like, it's not
you're
my
all
fault
covered
I'm
in goo.
filthy.
The only one that's not covered in goo is the Dragonborn mage, who's just
With
standing
the
there.
bubble.
With his...
I thought the goo all just fell off my armor.
Yeah, you're
Shiny
fine.
stuff.
You're fine. You're fine.
It's in your hair, though.
Yeah, it's in your hair. Yeah. That's true. And in this moment of resplendent glory, let's say, we will end today's session and find out what happens next in the next session. I will note.
We might have a bar.
I will note that the next time you have an extended rest, you will level yourself up to level 3. So, yeah, congratulations on that, because
If we're not
that
dead.
threshold has been met. And
Sorry.
that's it for us tonight. Thank you everyone very much for watching, whether you're watching on Twitch or YouTube. I hope you've been enjoying every session. These go out every Saturday 8 p.m. on Twitch live, and if you'd like to watch it together with us, we would very much appreciate it. If not, you can always see each episode when it goes on YouTube on Monday. And if you'd like to leave a donation, all of that goes directly to our cast, and you can find a link to donate underneath in the description, whether you're watching on Twitch or on YouTube. Does anyone have anything else to say? Like one more happy birthday to Emma?
Happy birthday, Emma.
Happy
yeah.
birthday, Emma.
Birthday.
Happy birthday, Emma.
Can Elaine
Happy
sing
birthday.
the song?
No.
Don't do that.
So no, like it's so bad. Like it's not even no. It's
No.
it's really
fine.
bad.
That's an official no, I think.
I mean, I can do
Fair
it,
enough.
but it's really bad.
Go, I want to hear it now.
I would love this.
So, but it's
Well, look, generally people who
Is
have
it
Dutch as
Van
their
Harte
primary
Vervelend
language.
Steers? Of,
is it what?
the one that Rachel and Heinz is sung on like the video, or
I-
which the
I didn't
generic
see
like
that.
happy birthday?
Well, no, it's see. So my mum's cousin married someone who had a Dutch mother, and so every time it was her birthday, we as the family learned this like really rubbish version of really poorly
Now, I
pronounced
have to hear this now.
version
Yeah.
of the Dutch happy birthday song. Like, so no one was actually Dutch, right? Like, so no one knew really that it was like mispronounced or could teach us how to actually do it, right? But because I did it as a kid, like it's still in my head, right?
Elaine, I have to hear
Yeah,
this.
you have to now.
Please, okay. I mean, it might as well be in,
It's okay. We're ready for
Japanese
it.
because Sonnenliebe, Sonnenliebe in the Gloria. That's it.
I didn't get the first part in the Gloria. That's that. Lang zal ze
that's
leven.
it.
Lang zal ze.
Sure. That's it.
That was pretty good.
Thank you.
Fantastic.
Thank you. Well, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Emma.
Well done, Elaine. Sorry about that.
Thanks.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Bye-bye.
Bye,
Thank you.
everybody.